Hi, chat. Hi. We're here. We're gonna play games because I'm too tired to do anything else. We're gonna be playing some more Scarlet Hollow Hardcore mode. Yes. So, last time, we had that truly awful dinner at Reese's house. And now we are at the library. And this time, we have Avery with us instead of back when we were playing the regular mode when Avery did not join us. So let's get started, shall we? Okay. Oh, that's a good one. I'm writing that down in my notes. Can't rule anything out. You're all messing with me, aren't you? Never. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts.
My, oh my, this certainly is a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I do hope that this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else.
Bro is not seeing. That's what I'm saying. Zane looks like he is just high out of his gourd constantly. Also, I totally forgot that we promised him that he would be allowed to come. I forgot. Hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. This is everyone. We can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me.
Hey, human! Kick ghost ass, okay? All my stuff is in there.
Thank you for the biddies. You're in the boonies. No! The app is terrible. Nora's playing Overwatch. All right. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect.
Hey! You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi Zane. What's up?
Yo. Rosalina, you're not supposed to be out of bed. Let Oscar handle this, shall we? Let's just let Oscar, the dad, handle this. This is Oscar's deal, not mine. You decide it's best to let Oscar handle this.
I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around in the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. Let the pup come. It's best to give her the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me.
I love you, Gretchen. You are the best dog. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed.
I gotta learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is 1 story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest.
Oscar sighs. The answer's no, Rosa. You need to rest.
As if. I can't get any rest in that crappy little back room. I want our house back. I'm coming with you.
Backrooms? Crappy. Since when did you use language like that? And we have this taken care of. Nearly half the town is here to help. I mean, he's not exactly exaggerating. There aren't that many people in Scarlet Hollow.
What are you gonna do, old man? You can't stop me. I'm injured, remember?
Damn, she just really called her dad an old man? Jesus. If that were me, my mama would have tanned my hide and washed my mouth out with soap. I'm not that old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Shrimp check. Luckily for you, I am standing straight. I am sitting up straight. For once. Shut up, Belgian.
Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm grounded as I can get. And I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything.
That's because you're on painkillers, Rosa. It don't mean that.
But Rosalina ignores him, grimacing, but confident as she hobbles forward on her crutches. Oscar says and does nothing to stop her.
Okay.
You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture.
Yo, nice cat tree. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate fucking Gretchen? Look at fucking Gretchen here. I love this fucking dog. She's so silly. I have to do the thing. I do it every single stream, but I have to do the thing. I have to share Gretchen of the day. I have to share the Gretchen of the day. Okay, done.
Book smart. You can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world.
Okay. Looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural.
None of my equipment's picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence.
You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. Cough, cough, says Belgian. Wonder if the ghost will even show up with this many people around.
Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill.
Wait. Is it just me, or does it suddenly feel colder?
Sure does. I definitely feel that.
Same. I've got chills.
Temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house.
Whoa. A genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Belgian is refilling his kettle. Apologies if you guys can hear rushing water. Okay. Belgian is filling his kettle. It pissed into the kettle. Belgian is being inappropriate. Yo!
Is that it? This isn't very scary.
Come on, ghost! Hey, yo, ghost! It's me, ya boy! Belgian made you have to piss. Sorry about that, Harry. Alright, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Great, we found the ghost. Case closed. Good work, team. Piss Lord, the fifth chaos god. Belgian, shut up.
Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out.
I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library.
Even if there's something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost.
Lie. I feel a presence. Come on, ghost. It's me, yeah boy. We're wasting our time? Let us consult the cards. Cards? Should we say we are wasting our time and direct everybody to Rosalina's room? Yes. Emphatic yes.
We're wasting our time here. Oscar said the ghost is in Rosalina's room.
Yeah, but we don't have to rush there. I'm sure we can deal with it from out here, right? Stella, I've been meaning to ask, do you actually know how to get rid of ghosts? How exactly are we going to get rid of it if we find one? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave.
Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something?
Sounds like fun to me. We might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence. Sounds like a win-win. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Oscar, you are a wise man. Also, you are built roughly like a bear, and I am here for you, male. I am here for this man. I mean, look at him. Look at him. This right here, this is what peak male form looks like, chat. This is what peak male physical form looks like. What are you typing, Belgian? I hear you typing. What are you typing, sir? This is peak male physical form. I don't care what anybody says. Roughly, yes. That is roughly what he looks like. You have big arms. Especially your forearms. Your forearms are very muscular. Belgian thinks he's flabby, but I don't agree. I don't agree. He says he's 150 pounds. I think you're actually heavier than that, honey. I think he's actually heavier than... He's like 240 pounds, 6'3", and built like a fucking ox.
Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out.
Don't say anything that's gonna get me or you banned, husband. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Wow, that is indeed a stain. That is indeed a stain. She was not kidding about the stain.
That feeling again. Like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though, whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either.
Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back.
It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here.
Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to.
A good idea.
If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Talk to animals. Talk to animals cards. Let go. Okay, no talking to animals. Okay. How about, I think y'all are focusing too much on cleaning the stain. No need to worry. Okay, so ignore the stain entirely. Ghost blood? Reconsider. Okay. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? Get more information. Okay, I'm taking that as a yes.
Have you tried tearing up the carpet?
In a house owned by the government? Nah, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. Okay, fair enough, Oscar. I can understand. Could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage, and I'm sure the government would rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right?
Plus, there might be something written under there.
In blood? Only one way to be sure. Stella! Bro! Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet.
Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise after all.
Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. There was a fucking trap door. The blood is seeping out of the trap door. This is some fucking Shining bullshit.
Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it, stained in reddish brown. What if there isn't a ghost there after all? What if somebody lives down there?
Frogging. She is bringing up the possibility of frogging, chat. If you don't know, frogging is when people, like drifters, secretly live inside of your house. Although it's not likely out in the rural parts of West Virginia like this. Interesting.
Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here.
We're not going down there, right?
Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message.
But there's no basement in the house. At least we weren't told about a basement.
And look, all the red stuff is coming up from underneath.
Oh yeah, this is super haunted. All right, you got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings, though. None of the equipment's made a sound.
Of course not.
Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. It must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. Water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's simple as that. Oh, right, this is in North Carolina. My bad. Not West Virginia. I'm sorry. Whenever I hear Appalachia, all I think of is West Virginia. I forget that this is in North Carolina. It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it.
Maybe you tested it wrong?
It can't be blood, right?
Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years.
Yeah! There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny.
Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe?
Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I can crawl into another dangerous crevasse. I'm going for it. Stella!
Come into Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is. and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Hello? Is anybody here? There is no reply. The phone rings. Eddie? You can hear something drop violently on the other end, and then a dial tone. The phone rings. Eddie? It's the same voice you heard when you called Stella, uttering the same phrase. You once again hear something drop violently on the other side, and then a dial tone. You put your phone away. This clearly isn't getting you anywhere.
Look for our friends in the library. Reconsider. Okay, we're checking for our friends in Rosalina's room.
Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet. The scent of flowers drifts on the breeze.
Those are some fucked up flowers, my dude. Oh!
Movement stirs as a figure, cloaked in shadows, rises to attention. Bark, bark! Woof! Bark!
Who are you? What are you doing on my property? I agree with this one.
Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore.
Street smart, play along? Yes. The cards do not lead us astray. Please do not lead us astray.
All right, Edwardine. Can you show me the way out? I wish I could say the same. Should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here, of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do.
Should we play along? Let us see what the cards say. Should we play along, or should we choose something else? Should we play along? No need to worry. I guess that means play along. All right. I'm trusting you, cards.
Oh my, I wouldn't want to cross Father. I shall be away at once. Arf, arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie.
Should we talk to Gretchen? Unlikely. Should we play along? Not the right time. Stella, I'm sorry? You're going in the right direction. Okay. So go with Stella, I'm sorry? Yes. Okay. I gotta say, using the oracle cards makes things go much faster.
Stella, I'm so sorry. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it.
It always pays to be polite to spirits when you come across spirits, by the way, chat.
Let her go. Please.
She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room.
You're alone again.
In this strange garden. Follow her or go back the way we came? Should we follow Stella cards? Choose a new direction. All right, then we're going back the way we came.
You turn, as you do. A single door, standing solitary in the middle of the garden, appears before you.
Enter or walk past the door. Should we enter through the door? Should we walk past the door? No. Okay. Should we turn back? Yes. We are turning back, chat.
You're not going through that door. You turn back around. It's as if the door follows you as you turn. There is no going back.
Should we enter the door? Reconsider. All right, then we are going to walk past the door then. The cards really don't want us to go through the door.
This door shouldn't lead anywhere. It's just a door, and the only thing behind it is more of the garden. You decide to walk past it. Wherever Stella went, it isn't through there.
It do be like that, Sebri. It do be like that.
When you step forward, though, it's as if the room lurches away from you, or perhaps it's as if you yourself are standing still.
Okay, I guess we gotta go through the door, chat.
You walk up to the door and open it. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures, unseen, bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Junior, pack your things. Hurry, quickly. Maybe we should run him out on a rail, too. Make an example of the whole family.
Jesus Christ, how many more times am I gonna get jump scared? Wait, are there multiple ghosts? Should we pack? Or should we just play along? I think we should play along.
Okay. I'll pack real good. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children, too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world, gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Unless you're mistaken. You're seeing the scattered memories of what's left of life. It's almost like the ghost is trying to communicate with you.
I feel very much like we should question it.
You're talking about the collapse, aren't you? The one from 100 years ago? Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep hacking. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Maybe the Spectre is trying to tell you something about the collapse. Maybe what happened 100 years ago wasn't as clear-cut as people would have you think. Your thoughts are pulled to the symbolism in the room. It's possible the spirit is trying as much to communicate with images as it is with words. There's a goat's head back in the garden, and there's a lamb here. Maybe they're there to mark the passage of time.
Let's go with the street smart option. Street smart has yet to steer us wrong, chat.
Are you trying to tell me something about the collapse? Was Charles Shaw not responsible for what happened? Trust me, boy. The coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines, too, instead of lazing about in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Book smart. Whatever you're seeing now isn't the full story. There's more to this than just the mine collapse. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these.
It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you.
Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling.
There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. He just squished its head like a ripe melon. He just stepped on it like an orange getting run over by a fucking car. Christ. Run or talk. Okay, cards. Okay, cards. Should we run? Reconsider. Okay, I guess we talk. Also, sup, Wayne? Hey, man, what's up? You're no longer threatened by me? Good. Maybe now we can be friends.
As he approaches, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay.
Listen, I like Wayne as a character, but I have yet to figure out what the fuck is Wayne's deal. And I've played this game like 3 times.
Shall we find the end of this little maze?
Walk forward into the void or run past him. Okay, that was unhelpful. Should we walk forward into the void? Listen to your intuition. That's not helpful. Define his deal. I don't know. He's just stalking us. I have no idea what the fuck is up with Wayne. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know why he's following us around, why he's like being creepy, why he's got the thing on his head. I don't know what Wayne's deal is. Should we walk forward into the void, cards? Get more information. I don't have any other option. I'm going to walk forward into the void.
There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. You're outside and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong. Like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer.
Hey. Oh, he look fucked up, chat. Look at him. He looks fucked up. He looks melted. Interesting. Hi, Kanika.
You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you?
Whatever happened here must have happened after both the garden and the collapse. I want to get off the ride now.
Okay, fine. I'll watch another little play. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family. And what it did to the two of you youngins.
Oh, shit. Yes, every fucking time. I never expect it, even though it's right fucking there. Every fucking time. I get jump scared even when I expect to get jump scared. It's actually funny.
Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it'll be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So Edwardine and Charlie...
Foreshadowing raccoon. Yes.
I'm sure by now you realize the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for a lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her will make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you?
Something tells you that the secret tryst doesn't wind up working out. Hello, hello, Magnus. Let me guess. Oh, yeah. Ponies have boobs by their crotch. Yes. That is a thing, Magnus. This is all stuff that you know just by virtue of having been in the early pony fandom. Kinda like udders, yeah. Tiny bit. mean, to be fair, Umas at least look like girls. Umas at least look like girls. Anyway, continuing. Book smart? Book smart.
I remember reading about Enoch. He took over the mines after the collapse in 1918. Powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you could both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. You can identify some of the plants in the room. There's Jimson weed, monkshood, and what's either Queen Anne's lace or poison hemlock. Though, going off the theme of toxicity, you'd guess it's more likely hemlock of the two. Something about this woman doesn't sit right. She must have some sort of ulterior motive.
Belgian in the background, just like, ah, no shit, Sherlock.
What's that about misfortune stepping foot outside the holler? Is the town cursed? That's where you'll find them. You need her there. And be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness.
Yeah, no, old Brony fandom was wildin', guys. You guys have no idea. You guys don't know.
And then she's gone. It's trying to get rid of me. It'll have to try harder.
Talk. Talk.
What's doing this?
A resonant. A ghost, whatever you want to call it. Leftovers of human existence. Festering and forgotten. Feeding on the energy of more powerful beings. To do this. Pathetic. Why the fuck are you following me, Wayne?
Why are you following me?
Clearly, you need protecting. I'm just looking out for you. Yeah, that was my first run through, was with the mystical trait and the book smart trait. But this run through, we are doing street smart, book smart, and talk to animals.
What the hell is going on in this town?
I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. I'd rather you find out on your own first. That's the only way you can really know who to trust. Then I can finally tell you more. There's so much to discuss when that time comes. What are you?
I'm a friend.
Do you know the way out?
I will soon, but in the meantime, you've nothing to fear.
I'm watching over you. Well, good for you. We are currently at the library. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's continue forward. I don't know exactly what to say to Wayne about that.
You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. Once again, you find yourself separated. and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small.
Yeah, see, this is the shadow, the ghost. He's got a fucked up looking face. It looks melted. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I left my troubles drive your mom away, and sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving y'all alone now. So you must be Charles Shaw. Thank you for following, Noli. Thank you.
To the devil for one corn chip. So you must be Charles Shaw.
Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back.
So you're saying Enoch was the one responsible for the collapse?
You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, it destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer.
I'm guessing this request didn't really pan out. If the Scarlets were exposed for the collapse, Tabitha and I probably wouldn't be around.
Damn it, boy, I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at this very least show that Enoch bastard what for. Sure, I promise. Oh. That was unpleasant.
You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls to the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him.
Such theatrics. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important. What does any of it matter? Are my friends dead? They're alive. Not sure if they'll stay that way.
So you're still stuck here too?
We keep being separated, but I have a feeling it'll be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. I guess I'll see you when I see you. Shouldn't be hard to find you again.
You move back to the bed to quietly leave through the hole Oscar left behind and crawl through. Find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of you.
Bro, you are very fucked up looking, and I don't like it.
Climbing up the trellis again? How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man, though you've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. Are the bars you're behind metaphorical, or are they real? No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies. Like you, Charles Shaw.
Yeah, but like he's looking very fucked up, and I'm really disoriented by it. Like he looks melted. He does not look like he's had his head caved in. He looks like he's melted, like somebody set him on fire.
The castle, the goat knight, and the unicorn are likely the estate, Charles Jr. and Edwardine, respectively. But that sheds little light on whoever or whatever lurks behind those bars.
Has my holy shit, has my family been keeping people locked up? I like that one, but we're gonna go with the book smart option.
There's that goat and unicorn again. Charlie and Eddie, but you're someone else entirely, aren't you? A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now, it runs in hers. Yes. It seems your little trysts bore fruit, and oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out?
Wait, I'm gonna be daddy? That's true. But nah, we'll go with Street Smart. Street Smart has not failed me yet.
So Charlie and Eddie got together at some point after he came back. You know, you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. The world around you swirls, and you find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. A door, bound by countless locks and chains, pulsates before you. This is definitely supposed to be the estate, but how much of this scene is real and how much is broken metaphor? What is this place? Is there really something like this in the estate? Does Tabitha know about it? That's not what I invited you here for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now.
I wish I could.
Can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die, but if I were you, I'd use my healthy legs and run as far from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there?
I'm guessing Charlie doesn't do that.
Ah, you've been talking to the witch then.
How very interesting.
Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it.
Are witches real? I don't know, chat. Are witches real?
How does it know that?
Interesting interpretation. Bye, Nolly. Bye. Okay, let's talk to Wayne. Okay, street smart option. It hasn't failed us yet.
All right, spill it. Tell me everything you know about whatever just happened.
Conversation was had, information was shared. The wording's a little off, but memory tends to do that. I get the feeling we're nearly at the end of this little maze. Stay close.
Wayne disappears into the dark corridor.
You follow, close behind.
For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room, unseparated, the two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Yep, yep, yep. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them.
I guess we're kids now? Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resident or your little friends.
I try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices, you know. You could probably make real money if you put on a show for people.
Honestly, I'm not here for like the deeper lore. I'm just here because I find this actually stunning and I am fascinated. I'm fascinated by what's going on here. Like, this is Southern Gothic at its finest. This is my shit. I love this shit. Can't tell me what to do, Wayne. I'll talk as much as I want. No, I'm not gonna do that. If we're nearing the end of things, do we have a plan yet? Please don't engage with it while I try and find another door.
Traveling show? And you'd want me there too? Oh, we could go to towns along the beach. I heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world.
Again with the beach.
I wish I could go back in time to whenever this was and tell them everything I know.
As if it would do any good.
Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean.
Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get in another word. Sometimes I like to do that and sometimes I don't. It really just depends on the story. Sometimes I'm here for the ride and sometimes I'm here because, you know, I want to pick it apart and see how it ticks. It really just depends on the story. Like this, I am perfectly content going on the wild ride and seeing what the hell is everything is going to, because I can't really guess what's going to happen next. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. Oh, hey, it's this thing again. Took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to get... Damn, girl, alright. Eddie, She's cracking skulls, chat. Well, a skull. I have no idea what the fuck Enoch did, but I'm guessing there's some, voodoo witchery going on. I think that there's some, occultism afoot.
Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes?
You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. Maybe we shouldn't talk. I'm getting the feeling that we should not speak just because Wayne told us not to. And surprisingly, he seems to have our best interest in heart. So let's just let it continue.
You let the spirit continue. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I can't die. I want to die. Please. I've been alone in the dark for so long.
Oh, I haven't played Chapter 5 yet. No, I didn't get to play Chapter 5. This is my run-through to get to Chapter 5. Just to refresh my memory a little bit. Because there's some stuff that I've forgotten about the first playthrough. I played the first playthrough, like, way back. Let me check Steam really quick. What was my first playthrough of this game? It was a while ago, I can tell you that. Let me check my stuff here. When was my last when was my first playthrough? Yeah, I'm going to the Steam achievements right now. Here we go. Where is, Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way? Because I know that I got that achievement with my first playthrough. Where is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way? Where are you? Looking for it. Give me a second, chat. Okay, it's not showing up for some reason. Global achievements. There we go. Might show up now. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I played this back in 2023. I found it. Yeah, I've played this before, all the way up to like chapter 4, I think. So I'm playing through it again to kind of refresh my memory on everything. And it's actually changed a couple of my decisions. Case in point, first time I played this, Gretchen, poor dear Gretchen got old yellered. This time I sacrificed Duke instead.
All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years and I will finally leave.
Yeah. I managed to get the achievement of whatever happened to Stella back in 2023. So I did not do a good job of keeping Stella on the straight and narrow and keeping her from being depresso. Should we let it continue? I'm gonna just remain silent. I am invoking my Fifth Amendment rights.
The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. The smell hits you. That now familiar, wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are. But you couldn't keep me out for long.
Hi, Wayne! Sup, Wayne?
Seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester.
What about my friends? What happens to them if I just leave?
They've already left. They're not a factor in this. Where will Oscar and Rosalina live if the ghost stays? Don't give years of your life for something so insignificant. I can't just leave the ghost here. You can.
Okay, well, he says that we can, so let's go ahead and leave. Screw the sins of the father crap. I don't know this ghost a thing. Let's get out of here. Now, question is, get me the hell out of here, Wayne, or okay, I'm trusting you. You better make this count. Belgian? Get me the hell out of here, Wayne? Or, okay, I'm trusting you. You better make this count. Okay, Belgian says we should go with the second option.
Okay. I'm trusting you. You better make this count.
You don't need my help. Close your eyes. Feel for the stairs.
You close your eyes. You fumble in the darkness, reaching out your hands and grasping the air until your palm finds wood. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent. Good. You've made it out of the pit. His overpowering smell returns as you place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes as you try to hold your breath. Feel a hand on your back. You shudder, knowing what it's attached to. Don't fall for it. Keep feeling your way forward. You continue. You feel the doorframe under your palm and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world is swimming back into focus. Good. Main doors are just ahead. Feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. You fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open.
Sins of the father. Resolve the haunting without using a special trait. Shall not be visited upon the son. Reject the ghost.
You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks.
I'm proud you didn't. Be seeing you.
He leaves before you can say anything in response. Thank God you made it out. I went to get Mom when I realized you hadn't left the library with the rest of us. I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. I see someone beat me to the punch. Sounds like you've had quite the evening.
No, not always, but I did with this playthrough just because I had taken it in my last playthrough. The only difference was instead of going with it like I didn't, instead of going with the mystic trait like I did in my first playthrough, I instead went ahead and swapped it out with street smart. I was kind of torn between the two, and then I ultimately decided that street smart was the better choice.
Sounds like you've had quite the evening.
My bones weren't made to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. Rosalina's pain meds are in there. Hope Dr. Kelly's still awake. We'll need replacements right away, especially after everything that happened. And we'll have to figure out where we're going to stay. Oh God, this was such a disaster. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. That's a very kind offer, Alexis, but I'm afraid the stairs would be too much for Rosalina. And I wouldn't want to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. Let's go with, we need to regroup.
We need to regroup and think about our options. I wasn't about to make a deal like that in the heat of the moment. I get that, but until we figure something out, the library is now a dangerous space that we're just leaving there. Unfortunately, it would seem that the spirit has only grown stronger since you made your choice. If you went back in there, I can only imagine its demands of you would be that much steeper. There's nothing to be done, at least for the time being.
Don't worry too much about it. It's just a house, and we don't even own it. I'm not going to ask anyone to sacrifice years of their life for a rental. Even if we own the place, the ghost was asking for quite the down payment. Let's apologize.
I'm really sorry we couldn't get rid of your ghost, Oscar.
Don't apologize. I wouldn't want you to lose something that important for a rental unit owned by the state. Honestly, if it makes you feel better, I don't think I could have lived with the guilt if you'd made that choice.
Are you sure you can't take up Lexus's offer?
Oscar sighs. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna pass out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis.
Zane walks off down the road.
Can you go and check on him, please? Tiny Terror is screeching. He is having himself a little shout. To think that ghosts are actually real. Stella's got to be over the moon right now.
Actually, wait, where is Stella?
Oh, she's just standing there. By herself. I didn't like her. Hang on. Okay, Gretchen is still there. Okay. Okay, I was worried that Gretchen wasn't there. Hey Stella, want to hang out with the rest of the class? Let's ask if she's okay.
She okay?
I was wondering the same thing. Just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. Which, like, fair. That'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who'd just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Let's go talk to her.
I'm gonna go check with her.
You are going to be banned, my dude. Ban. Thank you, AutoMod, for catching that fucking bot.
You walk over to Stella. I've never seen anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful. I don't think my dear Stella's having an easy time with it. Oh, hey.
First, let's apologize. I think that might be the best option. Actually, no. Let's tell her about one of the other carvings.
There was another one of those carvings in there. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later.
Okay. Never mind then.
She hurries off down the road. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay.
Yeah, none of them are explore options.
Stella, I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that it'll change just because someone goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay.
I mean, she does have Gretchen at least, so it's not like she's gonna, like, go and yeet herself off of the mountain or anything like that.
I'm honestly surprised that she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse.
God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library.
Where's the cat? Is the cat there too? Cat, I don't see Pixel. I'm concerned. Yeah, I never found her in my previous playthroughs. Yeah, Pixel isn't there, which I'm concerned. Where's the cat? The cat needs to be safe. I need to know the cat is safe. Gretchen is safe. We know Gretchen is safe. I'm worried about the cat. Let's go ahead and mention Wayne, since Sybil is the only person that knows anything about what's going on with Wayne.
Spent a lot of time with Wayne in there.
Yeah, I noticed. We could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? I think we can be honest with them that he was part of the reason. I mean, he didn't just seem to know something about whoever Avery was playing. He seemed to know about what everybody was doing. I like cats and dogs. I like both. I like animals. I don't like it when animals get hurt.
He was part of the reason I left the ghost behind. He really didn't want me to make a deal with it.
Weird. It's like he has some sort of obsession with you, isn't it?
We don't need to trouble her for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble.
Do any of you know who you were supposed to be?
No idea.
Words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling. Like an overwhelming guilt.
I was so angry. I was mostly just scared.
I didn't feel either of these things. I felt, I don't know how to describe it. Felt powerful. I was just cold. Should mention the carving. I think I remember telling Kanika about it.
There's another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening.
Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? If you and Stella are right and there's another one in the clinic, I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? I remember you mentioning that this morning. There's more than one of those things?
I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I'd love to discuss these visions over tea. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina.
It's okay. Worse things have happened to people, and the price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up.
I know you did everything you could for us. It probably was smart not to trust that ghost anyway.
You won't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to whatever you need from the star. Yeah, I'm sure Aunt Winnie and I can help out too.
This is a good town full of good people. We won't let this ruin Oscar.
Were you all conscious the whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah. It was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we'll remember everything. At least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne, he's been following her around. What'd he say to you?
Like I said, let's not trouble her about him. Just stay away, all of you.
What do we do about the library?
We can always board it up until the ghost goes away, right? Mines were boarded up, and that just made us want to go down there even more.
Can't just tell them it's mega haunted, even if folks believe us. That'll just make them want to investigate for themselves. Maybe we can just say there's a gas leak. Sybil, is there a chance this goes away on their own?
Not really an authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away.
Okay, that's settled then. We boarded it up. We say there was a gas leak. Just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. I'm not going to ask him what it was like being puppeted because that just seems rude.
I guess I should probably head back.
We should probably get going too. It's starting to get chilly out and I don't want to keep Alexis' parents up too late.
I'll be over late at night with some bedding and hot tea, and I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, okay? I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest.
Okay. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store.
I'll be back in a moment to walk you home, dear. I just need to put the tea on and give your cousin a quick call.
You'd be surprised how dumb people can be, Sabri.
Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter.
My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost.
You'll be all right. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think?
I think ibuprofen would be better. But I gotta admit, tea has been nice.
I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home.
Again, you'd be surprised how dumb people can be. A person is smart. People, as a whole, are quite dumb. Guess just two of us now.
So you have no idea who you are? I could roughly place most of the others.
None whatsoever. But I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. Prisoner of the Scarlets. Wonder what your family was up to back then. Guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries.
What do you remember?
Far as I know, all of it. Might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly makes me feel so alive.
So you don't regret coming along tonight?
Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days, and we failed to get rid of the ghost. But failure has a way of bringing people together. And hey, I got genuinely possessed back there. How many people can say they were possessed by a ghost?
I guess I'll see you around.
Oh no, I was. I'm 33. I remember when Men in Black came out in theaters. Okay, Madman and Fenrir just updated. Let's go.
I guess I'll see you around.
Yeah, I should probably get going. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up.
Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Sybil returns not long after Avery leaves. It's time to go back to the estate. Cousin wasn't exactly thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we?
I guess. I don't know. Belgian's 4 years older than I am, so... And actually, I'm supposed to turn 34 in May, so... Not too terribly young. Okay, let's go back to the estate. Let's go. We also need to save once we get back up to the estate.
The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest.
Ditchlings. Ditchlings. Ditchlings.
Are you a witch?
Rude. You can't just... OP, you can't just ask. MC, you can't just ask somebody, are you a witch? Rude. Actually, yes, I think we can. Let's just ask if she's a witch. Why not?
Are you a witch? She laughs, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer.
Leave it at that. Sybil, what is Wayne? Nobody ever gives us a goddamn straight answer in this game.
Sybil, what is Wayne? Like I said, he's just a man.
Who does she think you are? There's no way in hell that Wayne is just a man. I think we should go with the street smart option. It has not failed us yet. Has yet to fail me. Although I'm going to save first, just in case. Just in case.
No, absolutely not. He's not just a fucking man. Why the hell do you think I'd buy that after tonight?
Smile briefly fades from her face.
Language. We don't use words like that around here. And to respond to your accusation, it's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may not have taken a Hippocratic oath, but I still respect the privacy of others. Wayne didn't want me to make a deal with that ghost. Of course he didn't. Some people never understand the kind of sacrifice that was laid upon the table tonight. If he'd gone through with the deal, it would have been an affront to everything he is. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods, getting closer to the estate. One last rest and we'll get you home.
Ditchling, ditchling, ditchling. Lots and lots of ditchlings around here.
There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in that basement. There was something similar in the mines last night, too. A circle of arms in chains. Both of them gave me visions. What's there now? That's quite an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother had a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece everything together. Tea tomorrow sounds nice. Lovely. I'll be looking forward to it.
Listen. I am going to just chalk it up to Wayne is built different. We're going to just talk it up. We're just going to chalk it up to that. Wayne is built different.
Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. There's ditchlings everywhere. There are, and I'm afraid that they still would be this numerous even if you'd managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered tonight. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot in this place rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just gonna have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days.
Honestly, I don't want to go home. Like, I don't think that going home is going to solve anything.
Are you ready to get moving again? I am. The estate shouldn't be much farther. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves on the outskirts of the estate. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly. Bless her heart. Get a good night's rest. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you.
So you finally came back. After last night, I thought we were done with all the running around in secrecy. Guess I was too optimistic. Just because you were considerate enough to give me a heads up about my workers, don't give you a free pass to do whatever you want. Do you know how stuff like this impacts me? Do you even care? We have two choices here. This one is boring. We're not considering that one. We have two choices right here. Okay, cards, don't fail me now. The oracle cards say, should we go with the first option? This is the sign. Okay, hi Levy. Hi Levy.
Tabitha, I need to talk to you about some stuff.
Now's really not the time. Maybe we should open with the stone and then go with telling her about the ghost.
There's another one of those stones in Oscar's house. Gave me another vision.
Like last night, that was gas. I'm sure whatever you thought you saw tonight was similar. Maybe you've had another seizure. All the more reason you shouldn't run off and not tell me where you are.
What if they're what's making all of the supernatural stuff happen?
Okay, let's say for a second that there's something supernatural happening in town and that these stones are causing it. What are we supposed to do about it? Run around and smash them? Rhetorical question, but also I got news for you. One of them is buried under 20 tons of rock. Let's ask who put them there.
Who put them there?
You expect me to know? They're probably some kind of ancient artifact, and I'm not an archaeologist. Have you been getting enough sleep? You sound a little delirious.
You've been telling me a lot about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha.
And all of it is probably in your imagination, because they're hallucinations stemming from either gas or, I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folk love to self-flagellate.
Oscar's house was haunted by the ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edwardine Scarlet. It wanted years of my life in exchange for leaving, but I wasn't about to give it what it wanted.
Depends on the kind of rock. That mining equipment isn't meant to go through certain kinds of rock. If it's limestone or something softer, then it might be fine. But without certain bits on the drilling equipment, it might not actually work. Is there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realize how ridiculous you sound right now? Now we have to be careful about our choice here, chat. We need to be careful about the choice. Yes. We need to be careful about our choice here. I feel like we should ask if Edwardine really could have killed someone.
Do you think Edwardine really could have killed someone?
Wow, you name-dropped our great-grandmother and the son of the most famous criminal in this town's history. I'm so convinced this actually happened.
Wayne followed me into Oscar's house.
Do you think mentioning that awful man's supposed to garner sympathy from me or something? He's stalking me. Yeah, she didn't answer the question. She didn't answer the question at all. Which, I mean, it's fucking typical, really. Small towns love their secrets, and I say this as someone who grew up in a small Texas town. Small Texas towns have a lot of secrets. And a lot of not-so-secrets that we use to lure in tourists. Yeah, I think this might be the better option.
He's stalking me.
I'm glad you see it that way. He's a creep, and if he tries to talk to you again, you should walk away. That's pretty much it, yeah. Great, then I'm off to bed.
Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers.
I mean, I grew up in Texas and I moved to Europe. So I kind of have the opposite problem.
It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall. A swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of the town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow.
This is very trippy. Hi, Charles. Hi, Charlie. Yay! This is a stick up. Finish episode 3 with Street Smart. Teen Talker. Yeah, let's go. We got a lot of achievements this time. Okay, let's save, and then we are going to go ahead and head out. I am going to go ahead and head out just because it has been almost 2 fucking hours of this, and I am tired, chat. So, I love you guys with enrolled here. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. Very much appreciate it. I will not be streaming tomorrow as is usual. Wednesdays I don't stream, but Thursday we are going to be playing a new game. We are going to be playing The Perfect Woman. Very mysterious. So, I love you guys with enrolled here. I want to thank you guys for showing up, and I will see you guys again on a Thursday.